Hey, what's up, everyone? Good morning. Hope you can all hear me. How are you? Hope you have had a wonderful week. And welcome back to our analysis here at Financial Hub. So anyway, allow me to get straight into the meat because I have quite a busy day. But the markets are quite good. Moving. The markets are moving. The question is, are we? So I'll analyze a few things. Just an update on technically what has been happening. Not technically, but rather fundamentally. I don't think there's much news this week. I think last week we exhausted quite a lot of market news. So fundamentally speaking, nothing much unless we have those impromptu, urgent breaking news. Okay, so we don't have much of any planned or scheduled meetings for this week. So on top of that, I'll just get straight into the analysis. But even before I do that, I just wanted to update you guys on whether you're catching up on the analysis that I normally share. So let me share my screen. There we go. So I hope you can see my screen. So on our Zoom, on our Discord group, if you need, if not, we send the links in the groups where you found the link to this video or Zoom session. So I was going to check. If you go to market structure, I think I've been doing quite some job over here. So if you go to market structure, this is under the trades. I'm the one who sends updates on this channel. You can check out the analysis that I've been doing. And yesterday I updated that something new, I think just something entertaining, something I like to do. So you can go and check it out. Go check the links. Check out what I normally write there. I also update what I'm seeing in the markets. So you don't have to wait till Wednesday or Friday when I do the analysis to show you guys. So if I show you here, so if you go to it, if you click the link, the link is right there. If you click this link on the Discord group under the market structure, you'll come and see the analysis that I normally do. And I have a sort of a template, or rather a step-by-step process I've explained here, how to go through my journal. Okay, I have a quote, a recap of the markets, what I normally do, how I normally recap the markets as the week starts. Okay, then I come and break down the different pairs I'm watching. And I keep saying this a lot, that I'm not giving any financial advice. This is just my own analysis of showing you how I approach the markets on a day-to-day basis. So I normally journal. I'm here to journal for today. So I'll update you guys on a few things that happened, because I had a trade that was running, but I came out of it. Okay, it wasn't fully complete, but I came out of it because the market was breaking the structure that I was looking at. So I'll update it here, but I'll also show you, since you guys are here, I'll show you on the analysis. And I think this is the most important part. Not really the most important. This is not as important as the analysis, but I think it's the part I enjoy. So I've been adding it. So it's sort of like my own thoughts, my own blog, what I normally think of the market, about Facebook, about what is happening, maybe Amazon, anything that comes to mind. It's just my own world of thought in terms of financial markets. But I've also added entertainment, and I shared this yesterday. So you can go through it and just check a few things that I've talked about. So I like looking at the numbers. I'll talk about them financially, how a few entertainment things are doing here and there. Okay. And also I'll be touching a bit on cryptocurrencies. So I think I've written something. This was today morning. I wrote something short on Bitcoin, technical analysis. So you can go check it out. It's just my CK's world of thought. And I think most of you will enjoy it. So apart from that, if I jump into my analysis, this is Forex Factory. So this is news for this week. I don't think we have much. Excuse me. We just have the BOC, Maclem, the Bank of Canada chairman or governor speaking, and tomorrow we'll have the Bank of England speaking and Reserve Bank of Australia on Friday to end the week. But nothing much in terms of fundamentals this week. So that's what I was saying earlier on. So apart from that, if I check my analysis, what are we looking at? Remember, let's start with a trade that I had running. Okay, this is Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, I think I updated on the journal. So if you looked at the journal, I said, remember I had a short position last week. That's the trade I've come out of, because market is sort of breaking the hypothesis that I had. But in terms of the long positions, okay, always good to look at both sides of the market. Don't just be fixed on one side of the market. I had this trend line drawn and I updated it on the journal. So I had this first touch over here, second touch, okay. second touch, and this could be a potential third touch to propel the market to new highs. Okay, so this is a very, very good indication. And if you look, why this is a very strong level is because look at this. It's not only a trend line, it's also a strong support level. You can see we had support here, then this level pushed market to a new high. We had support again, it pushed market to a new high. Came almost to touch it. Let's say it's more or less a region, so it's around that same level, pushed market to a new high yet again. So market has come to that level in line with the trend line bounce. This could just be the level that could propel this market strongly into new highs, maybe even heading for the $40,000 mark, which is about 5,000 pips away. Okay, so that's something you should pay attention to. So I kept this on the journal, say this is a threat to the short sellers. Okay, so if you're short on this one, look at how market rejected this level, a spike for 5 consecutive days, and finally market started rallying to the upside. So this is very important, do not ignore it. If I go to the 4-hour chart, we can see that market has had a third trend line bounce. Okay, so if you remember quite well, I was just trading the market. I had a short position here. Okay, so I had a short position when market came to this level. So I was watching this significant level. So I was looking at this impulsive correction in the form of a flag. So I was expecting this to continue to the downside. And I remember quite well I'd shared that the 34,800 is the level to watch. If market bounces off it, we'll be seeing a rally to the upside. If it breaks it and closes below, we'll be seeing a move to the downside. So basically what I'm trying to show you, what I normally try to do in the market is not to predict where market is going to go and stick to that prediction. I'm following what the market is doing, of course watching those key levels that I've had prepared beforehand. Okay, but as market reaches that level, it's my work to watch how's market reacting to it. If I have a trade running, how am I managing that trade? And I remember during one of our podcasts we were discussing with Ken, and he was saying when people normally take trades, they don't tend to manage the trade, they start to manage their emotions, okay, their anxieties. Meaning, you've taken a trade, it's gone short, then it started going back against you. You tend to, instead of coming out of the trade slowly, like scaling out, maybe you remove 20%, then another 30%, then 40%. What most people start doing, they tend to sit out of the market because they're managing the anxieties. And what is that? Basically, you're managing your fears. You're fearful that you lose money, then you start coming out, you panic sell. Okay, so with years you learn how to control that. So anyway, what was I watching on this one? We came to the 34,000 level, and if I extend this, now taking this as a trend line or even as a channel, okay, you can get to see the market is forming that high low. We've gotten a rejection of this level. You can see how market consolidated here and continued to the upside. So when market came and started breaking the 35,500 level, I was quick to exit my short trade and take a few loss on it. Not full 100% loss, but a few loss of it. And one of the trading philosophies I have is when the market is not acting right, sit out. Don't fight with the market. Don't always argue. And you can always get back in. If you come out and you see the market is acting right, you can always get back in, but it can save you a lot. But now I'm looking to see if this market can rally up. You can see this formation of this sort of channel like formation. We can easily see, if as long as we stay above the 35,500, we can easily see market hit the 36,600 level. Okay, so that is what I'm watching on this one, and I've changed my bias on that. Okay, if I move to the next thing that I normally trade, which is gold has rallied, sort of heading towards the 1830 level, very significant level. Okay, if I go the daily chart, one thing you should pay attention to, remember, market is about to break out. Okay, we're having this triangular formation. Okay, market is in a strong triangular formation, and we want to see what is going to happen very soon. The more we are within this space, the more it's getting more concentrated. Basically, we can say it's getting more ripe. Okay, and soon market will break out of either side. I'm really flexible on either side being broken, either to the upside or to the downside. Like I said, I'm not trying to predict the market. I'm anticipating what can happen and preparing myself to flow and go with the market. Okay, so if you look at this one thing, sorry, I was looking at the question. So Edison, I'll answer your question just after the Zoom, so after my analysis. Anyway, so looking at this analysis, nice and quite the sideways movement. So what am I watching on this one? I said 1830 is a significant level. Let me zoom it to you so that you can see it. So look at this, very clear, very nice analysis. So look, we had resistance, market broke to the upside, then quickly broke back down. We came back again, had resistance again over here, what you're seeing, and then we had a breakout. Immediately we had that breakout. There's something I like to call, and it's part of my trading plan, a follow through. What is a follow through? When market breaks a certain level, I want to pay attention to the follow through that market has. Does it continue with momentum or does it slow down? For example, look at this, market broke out strongly. After that, we had consolidation, so the follow through wasn't really a bullish breakout. Then market slowly fell back down. Okay, same thing you're seeing here. We had a breakout, retest, but the follow through wasn't strong enough even to break out of this trend line. What did we have after that? A quick break back below. So as long as we're below the 1830 level, I believe market can easily come and touch this level again and fall back down. Okay, so that's what I'm watching. However, anything can happen in the market. If it closes above, then anticipate maybe a break of this triangular formation to the upside. Okay, pay attention to it and see how market is going to go. So I'm not fixed on any side. I want to see how market is going to respect the 1830 level. We've been respecting this level since last year July. So for almost 8 months, market has just been respecting this level. Okay, so it's something you should pay attention to. If I go to the 4-hour chart, okay, I'm looking at something, and one thing, what do I normally say when we're approaching the level? What is the momentum? So momentum over here seems to be coming, it's coming but slowing down, coming and slowing down. So I don't have any significant pattern. I remember earlier on, if you looked at my journal, I had sort of like a flag formation that I was watching at this level, better seen on the 1-hour chart. So you can see I actually have one here, so no need to draw it again. So you can see this flag formation. So I was waiting to anticipate whether this is an impulsive move, a correction in the form of a flag and a continuation back down, but market instead got a breakout, retest and continued up. So more or less this is more like a useless flag at the moment. Okay, so what I'm watching now is just paying attention to how market will come and react to this 1830 level. Will we have a breakout or will we break back down and continue to the downside? Will we bounce off it? Okay, so I'm not fixed on this one. I just want to see what market is going to do. So no trade on this one. I'm paying close attention to how we're going to fare out from there. Okay, apart from that, if you go to Aussie dollar also sort of forming a channel like formation. Okay, if you start with the daily chart, if you do a clean top down analysis, remember 0.700 level acted as our strong support. We got a double bottom, more or less, so to say, and the market has been rallying further up. If I go to the 4-hour chart, what am I watching here? Sort of market is sort of having this channel like formation. Okay, so I'm paying attention to this as well. I don't have any significant analysis to it, prior analysis to it. I remember on my journal, if you watched it, I was looking at the 0.7100 level, whether we'll break above it, and market did break above it. It was a crucial level. If you look at it historically, it acted as support here, acted as a strong support, we had a breakout, and then now market is sort of breaking up above it, below, up above it. So as a rule of thumb, I normally have certain key levels that tend to become very significant in the long term, but some tend to become useless. So I have them temporarily. That's why you won't see me with the trend lines flowing all the way back towards the other end. Okay, I normally like having sort of like a temporary support and resistance level because market won't respect it forever. So now I'm watching this channel like formation. Let's see what's going to happen. I don't have nothing much on this one. If I move to maybe USD card just to break down, this one we're sort of having like a flag formation, potential flag formation forming on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so if you look at this pattern long term, we've been having sort of, it's been following the dollar, sort of like moving with a high, low, high, low, high. We had this strong correction back to this level, but ever since we bottomed at this level, forming sort of a double bottom, market has been rallying up above the 1.2620 level. Okay, this was also a significant support, and now it's acting as support again. Okay, so market rallied above, sort of getting this correction. If I go to the 1-hour chart, I had a few patterns that had updated here, and you can see how good they were. If you look, one sec, this was a good double bottom over here. in the form of a flag. Impulsive, we got a flag formation here, a rush to the upside, and now we have this bigger flag formation sort of happening. Okay, so if you look at this one, we sort of had, it's just following patterns, just patterns in the trend line. So we had sort of this trend line to the downside, breakout, good retest, the market is rallying up, but I have the bigger picture flag formation, and that's what I want to pay attention to as in line with this key support. Okay, the 1.2620 level, I want to pay attention to those levels. Okay, on the USD card. So that's mainly what I'm watching. And if you tend to look at the dollar, what's the narrative on the dollar? If I show you what I meant by the follow through, what I'm normally talking about, and this one I discovered it with the more I trade, the more experience you have in the market. So it's simple. It's, for example, look at something like this. So you see when market was forming this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Once you got this breakout, what was the follow through that market had in the next following candlesticks? It was a bullish pattern. Look, market continued rallying to the upside. Okay, what happened after that? Market got another high resistance level, sort of a double top here. Market corrected, we got a breakout. What was the follow through of that breakout? Okay, it was a quick breakout, a close above. The next candlestick that followed was a good doji formation, followed by a strong bearish engulfing candlestick. And look at the follow through that market had after that, continued to the downside. So you want to pay key attention to those subtle small details that happen in the market that will sort of give you an edge in the market. Over here, what happened? We had a breakout, and look at the candles that followed. Market continued up. So you need to pay attention to those ones, and it needs a lot of keenness and a lot of patience to understand what market is doing. So those are the follow throughs I'm having. Okay, those are the follow throughs I watch whenever market is approaching a level. Are we approaching with momentum? If the momentum is slowing down, then expect rejection. Okay, market to fall down. If it's approaching with momentum, then I'll expect a breakout. And if you get a breakout, what is the follow through that the market is going to have after that breakout? Okay, that will give you sort of an edge in the market. Okay, so that's mainly what I have on the pairs that I normally trade. As I keep saying, the other pairs which I don't trade much, I don't like entering there and guessing. Euro USD, I think we had that quick recovery after that breakout to the downside. When we had that trend line to the downside, we've also had a V-shaped recovery. Okay, this is corrections that have, once they fall this steeply and quickly recover like this without major corrections along the way, we tend to call them a V-shaped recovery. So after that drop, we had a V-shaped recovery which has broken out of this trend line. Okay, so something you should pay attention to on this one. But I don't get into detail because I don't analyze it that much. Euro USD JPY, I think this one is still just forming. It's been a bit in a consolidation, not strongly forming new highs or new lows. But anyway, that's on that. So allow me to end it there, because I don't trade these others. I'll be doing a lot of guesswork. Okay, but if you want to check out a few things that I normally do, I always leave a few updates on the link that I have on my Discord group. On the Discord group under the market structure, I'll update them today, so during the day you can always go and check it out. I saw a question being asked in the chat room. Good by Edison. I have a question. What software do you use to backtest? So you asked us what software do I use to backtest. So if I share my screen, let me just show you that site that we normally go to. So we use a software called Soft4FX. Okay, so we use Soft4FX. It's very good, and why I like it is because it has a simulator. Okay, it has the forex simulator which allows you to take trades in your backtest. And once you're taking trades in the backtest, let's say you're doing for the past 20 years, it's going to compile all that and give you data for how your system is performing. Okay, the only backside to it, not really a backside, but the only requirement you need, it's not free though, it's $100. Okay, so if you're able to purchase one, and it's able for 2 people, okay, it will work for 2 people. It allows you access to 2 people, so you can share with your friend or someone else and cost share. But it's a one-time payment, and it will help you for life. It will give you that data that you need, and it will help you. It will that money, if you're able to backtest and get good data and you trade properly from then on, it will give you good information. Okay, in terms of how you're going to trade. It'll give you things like your POF, your pattern occurrence frequency, your hit rate, your consecutive wins and losses. It'll show you your profit factor of the trades, on average your risk reward that you should be trading, and such stuff. It's a very good system, and it also gives you confidence in understanding how to trade your system. Apart from that, that's what I use. Sometimes I can go to TradingView and just use the replay bar tool and just go back, but for that, what I normally do, it's not really to get that, it's not to compile that data, it's just to go analyzing the markets, the system that I trade. I just go looking. I'm able to spot different patterns at different times in the market. So that's what I normally do. So that's what I use at this one, and I hope that's helped. So allow me to end it there. Of course, I'll analyze, I'll edit this and upload it on YouTube, and you guys can always check it out later on when you want. So I see you saying, okay, thanks, you're welcome, and allow me to end it there today. And as I said, check out the updates I normally do on the link that I send every start of the week on my on the, what is it called? On the Discord. So guys, have a busy day. Allow me to end it there, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Peace. Have a good one.